Are you energetically sensitive? You just feel things more intensely. The opinions of others really can throw you off your game. You can almost feel what someone's thinking about you and it affects you. Maybe you have more of an intense expression of joy or an intense expression of rage. You kind of have this extreme thing going on sometimes. Well, I'm talking to you. I know that because that was me, and sometimes still is me. But the truth is, it's not a bad thing. It's actually a really amazing thing. The truth, though, is that you really need to learn how to hone in on it and master it so that you can use it to work for you rather against you. There's a lot of us out there now who are just really sensitive. And I'm going to go into what can really happen if we don't tune into that in a good way. But I will also tell you what can happen when you do. But what I really want to focus on today is some of the aspects of it and why you're like that. Well, you're like that because you're ushering in a new paradigm. What's the new paradigm? It's more authentic society. Right now, we live in a place where your behavior is judged as good or bad. If you have an extreme reaction to it's embarrassing, or it's shunned, or you're shamed, or it's crazy, right? We can't feel the way we feel. That's how we feel a lot of the times. Like growing up, your parents might have really, in their way, tried to protect you from not being different or extreme or too expressive, but in a way, it made you feel like you can't trust your feelings and it's not okay to be who you are and it's not okay to feel what you feel, right? But I want to just say that your parents, if you're one of these people, were actually doing the best they could and doing what they thought they should do to protect you from other people thinking you're weird because you live in this crazy society. So your parents were doing the best they could with the tools they had at the time. The truth is now we need to really unleash that authentic expression in you because you are going to be the ones who usher in this new authentic society of making it okay, and instead of being a conditional way, a very unconditional way of basically you can be what you are. You can express how you want to express. You can dress how you want to dress, and it's not going to be shunned or denied or sort of capped. So many people that I coach feel like they've been repressed and it makes them depressed. Or they feel anxious because they're afraid to really trust their own emotion. They're really afraid to trust what they feel because for so long it's been too extreme for a lot of people. So anyway, you guys are energetically sensitive. You're intuitive, you feel a lot of stuff, you know a lot of stuff, and it's really time for you to own your truth. So, a lot of us have this anger about us. And what the anger is, by the way, is when something comes up that triggers that feeling in you that you can't trust yourself. You get angry at them, but really you're angry at you for denying what you feel because you've been taught for so long that that's not acceptable. So instead of the anger, what we can do is be like, oh, there's that feeling. What about me am I not owning? Don't be mad at anybody else. It's about you. But the energetically sensitive person also, it's very important to have a very healthy and clear environment. The people around you that are jealous of you or have anger towards you or have negative intentions towards you, you're going to feel that. Don't have it around you. Have very clear boundaries of what you allow in your space. I also do a lot of clearing exercises. I have crystals around me at all times so they can soak up the negative energy and I can really purify when I'm coaching or when I'm meditating. I really like to have energetic support around me. Candles, sage, I always preach this stuff. Really cleansing your own emotions by understanding them in a new way. Sometimes that's all it takes. Understanding that the reason I'm so sensitive is because I actually am here to be authentic. Just that shift in perspective can really make you feel better. So some basic tips if you're extremely sensitive, energetically sensitive, is really when you're around those energies, know that maybe it's too much for you and remove yourself. If you can't remove yourself, go into a quiet space, meditate, say some mantras, say some intentions, say some affirmations, really get your own vibration honed so you're not giving your energy away, giving your power away, and not letting someone else affect your energy in that way, because we get affected really easily. So really grounding your own energy is a huge part. So that's part one of this. I'm going to do more videos on energetically sensitive people, but also tapping into the messages of your own heart. Why am I so energetically sensitive? What about this am I supposed to notice? What about this am I supposed to have a boundary about? So it's really learning how to master your own sensitivity. That's your short little daily dose today. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.